Hi guys, it's me Arya from Let's on the World, and today's video for the project Helluva Boss Bonanza. I was thinking that with all the Helluva Boss drawings from the one whole month in May, we kind of add to the Helluva Boss Bonanza project, which means that it leads to new ideas of Helluva Boss drawings. And while I was scrolling on the internet, just doing some busy stuff, I kind of thought, what if I was a Helluva Boss slash Hazbin Hotel character? Because it's in the same universe. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I turn myself into a Helluva Boss slash Hazbin Hotel character for the project Helluva Boss Bonanza. And in next step, we're going to start making the drawing. So to start off, I actually picked a photo of myself from my phone, and now I'm actually trying to erase the background that is in the picture on the drawing. Next up, I'll actually try to doing some contouring lines on the parts of my face, so I could do the Helluva Boss drawing based on my true face and not trying to copy it in a hard way, so it's the work smarter way to actually do it. It's also a pretty easy and lazy way to do it if you want to do a version of yourself of a fandom. It could be a game, movie, or series. It's a fun way to do it. I had a fun time actually trying to doing the contouring of the other part of the photo, because I haven't found any pictures that actually had my complete face, and I found that this one would be a good challenge to try too, so that's why I picked this one. Actually trying to do a little bit of a challenge of how the positioning of the face would be. I didn't want it to be like a flat face on the front. I actually wanted it to have a bit more style on the way that the face is positioned. And yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to do the lines and kind of do it almost perfectly like my face. But as you will see, I actually did some layering, and you will see that the lines are perfect. Yeah, you'll see. But right now, I'm finishing contouring my face, a little bit part of my body, and also the hair. For the hair and this drawing, you will see that I'm doing something special. I haven't done any change to the hair, but the way that I'll actually make the shadows and all will actually be very good and not like the normal hair that I have. Now I'm like contouring the hair. Well, I'm beginning to contouring the hair, but at first I actually started to finish the contouring. And here it is, doing my hair. Now, talking more about the series, I've been a Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel fan for a long time, but more the Helluva Boss fan. I was Helluva Boss fan since 2022, so 3 years by right now. Yeah, and this month, August in 2022, is when I actually began to be a Helluva Boss fan. Coincidentally, it's also the same time as the Helluva Boss Bonanza project. It's like I thought of everything and I didn't know. Just realizing it now. So yeah, I began to be a fan in August 2022, but not of Hazbin Hotel, but more of Helluva Boss. I haven't actually known about Hazbin Hotel yet when I actually watched Helluva Boss. And yeah, and by right now what you see on the screen is exactly what I talked about. The lines are perfectly here, so yep, that is it. And also with when I actually color the face, you will see that actually the lines here actually bothered me. So with the coloring, I kind of erased some of the lines. Alright, now to continue talking about from Boss fan, in the debut in the beginning of knowing about the Helluva, I haven't known about Hazbin Hotel. But when I actually watched Helluva Boss, I kind of came across at the same time Hazbin Hotel, and I was like, oh, what is this? I actually watched the pilot, and I was amazed by it. So yeah, I actually known Hazbin Hotel before this one actually got out. When season 1 actually got on a Prime, I haven't had Prime yet, but during the summer of 2024, I actually had Prime, so I actually could watch the series, and it's incredible. And it also means that I can watch Hazbin Hotel season 2 on October 29th, which is incredible and awesome. And I won't have to spoil myself on the internet. So, yep, that's the evidence of that. And I'm very excited for it. Also, at the same time, in September 10th, and this year, 2025, also, there's going to be the full release of the Helluva Boss series on Prime, and we're actually gonna redo the pilot. So that's actually awesome. I'm actually quite excited to see how the actually canon pilot will be, because the first pilot of Helluva Boss was actually canon at the time it was made, but later on it was considered as not canon, so we're gonna do a canon version of the pilot, which I'm excited to see the remastered and reworked one. But now to talk more about the face, now I'm actually coloring the different parts of my face, and the base color, like the base form of my face, actually coloring it all. And then when I'm actually finishing to actually do the base color of my face, I'll actually add more of the details. Earlier on in the video, I actually did a mistake while actually trying to layer in everything out, but I didn't actually like the design, even though it kind of made nonsense, quote unquote. But you guys will see what I mean during the video. Now I'm actually coloring the kind of in the VVZ Pops art style, my eyes, my nose, and my mouth. And yes, mostly of the characters from VVZ Pops shows Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel, you don't see a lot of the nose, but in my kind of VVZ Pop style, quote unquote, I actually add a nose so that it could actually have a little personal touch of mine. And also, my style is actually pretty quite different from a lot of people. It's kind of a mixture of realism and cartoon. So, you guys actually, and that's a pretty interesting art style, because I like to have some realism a little bit to my drawings, so they could have a little bit more sense to real life. But right now I'm making myself some horns, and since I am actually drawing myself as an imp, and that female imps actually have thinner horns and actually thinner white lines, then I'm doing like that to kind of fit with my gender on the imps. So now I'm actually doing what I actually told you that I'm actually doing differently is the hair. I actually made my hair blue instead of black, just like the normal imps, female imps will have. The reason when I actually decided to change my hair color is to kind of add the Hazbin Hotel touch into my character. You know, the sinners when they come to hell, exactly that. I'm actually doing the Hazbin Hotel twist into the design, because you know sinners are very different from each other. If not actually specific species for the sinners, but for the hellborns there's actually species. So I'm like actually kind of mix both sinners and hellbound into my design. So yeah, you guys will see what I mean. And the design is pretty quite different, and also with my glasses I'm actually doing something different than the normal glasses that I actually have. You know, in Helluva Boss, that you don't see in Hazbin Hotel, the sinners, when they actually come to hell, it's very different for the design. Well, technically. You know, my normal glasses in your life that you guys actually know, they're more black with some little bit of gold details on the glasses. So in the Hazbin Hotel / Helluva Boss version, I'm actually doing my glasses more into a demonic way, but not too demonic, not too much, just a little bit of like that, just to say it's demonic, because the parts that will actually make the design look very beautiful will be my skin. So that's why I'm actually doing the glasses a little bit different, but not too much. Now the part I actually wanted to add at the end were those blue lines. When I actually looked at it kind of looked a little bit weird. So I decided to actually do a little bit of designing change by actually adding the light blue into the eyes like that, and kind of mix the color with the black to kind of have a gradient into the glasses, which I actually decided to do, and I don't regret it. It is actually pretty beautiful, so it's pretty beautiful. But yeah, to continue into my Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss fan, when I actually looked at the Hazbin Hotel pilot, I actually very liked the pilot a lot. When season 1 actually got out, and I haven't had Prime, but I actually looked at the spoilers on YouTube. But luckily, I got lucky. I haven't seen all the spoilers, so when I actually watched all the whole show on Prime, then I was actually happy that I haven't seen all the spoilers, and I was very happy. Now, what you see by right now on the screen, it's the mistake that I've been talking to you about, doing the eyelashes and actually trying to, overlap it first, and then with the layering, when I actually put it under, it will kind of hide, the glasses will hide the eyelashes when I put that layering down. But you will guys see that it didn't work because I've done all the trying in the down part that you actually see. You guys will see what I mean when I actually changed the layering. It didn't work because I did the whole drawing on one layering, but I actually had to do the face, the face drawing and all into a different layer, and then doing the glasses, doing another layer with the glasses, but then with the eyes and the eyelashes doing another layer, and then balance things out. But yeah, that's something to learn for next time. But when I actually look at it, it's actually looking good that the eyelashes kind of comes out of the glasses. It kind of does look like the glasses are part of myself. We're not actually glasses, but we're actually part of the body, which actually resembles really my personality, because I'm actually a very visual person. So actually giving glasses as a body part into the demon form is actually pretty genius when I think about it, because I'm very visual and I need to see to actually learn in life, and to actually working things out in life. I need to visualize things. So glasses is a pretty good touch into the body when I actually think about it. Now I'm actually doing the mouth, and I'm actually modifying the mouth so that I could actually look like I'm about to talk or being happy, because being happy is also a part of myself. I'm actually quite happy all the time, but when I'm not happy, you should note when I'm not happy. But yeah, most of the time I'm happy. Now I'm actually doing a gradient into the nose, so it could less look like a dog. But I really like the design, but it kind of looks a little bit like a dog, even though I'm not, which is why I haven't added in even more to the nose than that. Now I'm actually doing the special skin part, which is, the kind of condition that some people have when they're born, if they have different skin colors. That's actually what I want to actually replicate on the skin, but it's more like a body part of the body than a condition, which is actually great because it kind of adds the my personal touch into the Sinner X Hellborn mixture into the character. Now I'm doing little freckles, just like Moxie does, but even more freckles, so they actually look differently than Moxie's, to not have a replicate of Moxie. Now I'm actually trying to make different white patterns on the face as well, to kind of have dimension with the skin thing. And I was thinking that will be burning scars, but they're not. As you can see, I'm kind of trying to make them look like it's part of the face and not the body. Now I'm doing the hair texture into my hair and trying to make the shadows look different with a different tool, so that it could look very awesome. You kind of add a little bit more different style with this one. I'm trying out things with this one. It's kind of out of my comfort zones of doing a Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel characters as shrines, which is kind of cool, and it kind of is out of the box idea for that. And it's a perfect way to actually mix both into one drawing, just like I did with the previous drawing time lapse. So yeah, now I'm doing now I'm actually modifying the nose because I kind of thought it would look weird with the lining inside the nose, which are supposed to be dark details into the nose. Now I'm actually adding another layer to actually do the background, because just a white background kind of looks weird. And now you see the difference between actually adding those details and the base color, which is incredible. It kind of adds pretty much everything. You know, the importance of adding details is exactly like this. You can get a lot of good results, even though it's a little bit of details. Well, me, it's a lot of details, but you know what I mean. Now for the background, you will see that actually doing it, because when I do a background, I like to play with colors and kind of do like, you know, unplanned background, and then at the end, when I actually do a certain things, then it kind of does the background, and it does exactly what this background will be. I'm actually doing the everything that you see here, and we're almost done with the video, so I'm going to say to you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more content like this. Comment down below about what you think of this video. Like, smash the like button if you like this type of content. It will let me know what you like, so I can do more of what you like. And share this video with anyone you want them to know how to draw, you know, kind of a OC like. And what I'm doing exactly right now is exactly what I'm telling you. I'm trying some things, and at the end, I'm like, oh, I can do that, I do that, and do that. And then when I actually, when I'm saying to myself that it's it for the background, then it looks like a background. And you will see that I'm kind of actually gonna do some tests with the character, if it actually pops up the character, or it actually does look weird, or it looks weird. You guys see me doing those tests before actually cutting it done. And yep, you see that it's not really good for my taste, so I decided to kind of trying to light up the background colors so it could fit more with the character, and they will pop him up more. Now I'm actually kind of doing like a lightning effect on the background, so that it could actually pop out the character. And all of that said, that will actually be it for this drawing. As you can see, I'm doing my signature, so we can say goodbye at this time. So this will be mostly it for this drawing. So if you guys like this video, smash the like button, subscribe, comment down below, share it, and see you all to the next one. Bye guys.